Alex checked his bank account on a Sunday night. He expected to see enough money for rent, groceries, and a small amount of savings. But the number on the screen looked wrong. Not a little wrong. Very wrong. He refreshed the app once, then again. The number stayed the same. Alex worked full-time in a busy city. He was not rich, but he was responsible. He paid his bills on time. He did not buy expensive watches. He did not take luxury vacations. He did not think of himself as a big spender. So when his savings barely moved for 3 months, he felt confused. He whispered to himself, "Where did my money go?" That question bothered him all night. The next morning, Alex met his friend Emma for coffee before work. Emma noticed his tired face and asked, "Are you okay?" Alex smiled weakly and said, "I think I have a money problem, but I do not know what the problem is." Emma asked, "Did you buy something big?" Alex shook his head. "No, that is the strange part. No new phone, no new laptop, no holiday, nothing big." In Emma's look, she reminded him that sometimes the problem is not the big purchase. Sometimes it is the small one that keeps coming back. Alex laughed a little. Small expenses? Like what? A coffee? Emma did not laugh. She said, "Maybe. Show me your spending from last month." Alex opened his banking app. At first, everything looked normal. Rent, groceries, internet, transport, phone bill. Then Emma started pointing at the smaller transactions. $5 coffee, $9 lunch upgrade, $4 snack, $12 food delivery fee, $7 streaming add-on, $6 ride share instead of walking 10 minutes. None of them looked serious alone. Each one felt too small to matter. But they appeared again and again. Alex and Emma added only the small expenses that Alex usually ignored. They did not include rent. They did not include groceries. They did not include important bills. Only the tiny spending. At the end, the total was $384 in 1 month. Alex stared at the number. "That cannot be right," he said. Emma turned the phone toward him and said, "It is right. You did not lose your money in one big moment. You lost it in small, quiet moments." Alex felt embarrassed, not because he bought coffee, not because he ordered food sometimes, but because he had been telling himself a story that was not true. He thought, "I am careful because I do not buy expensive things," but he never asked, "Am I careful with small things that repeat?" That was the real problem. The small expense did not look dangerous because it was small, but it became dangerous because it became normal. Every morning, Alex bought coffee because it felt like a reward. Every afternoon, he bought a snack because he felt tired. Every busy evening, he ordered food because cooking felt difficult. Every short trip, he paid for convenience because he told himself, "It is only a few dollars." And those words became the most expensive sentence in his month. It is only a few dollars. The lesson was not that coffee is bad. The lesson was not that people should never enjoy small things. The real lesson was this: a small expense becomes a big problem when it is repeated without awareness. One $5 coffee is not the enemy, but a $5 coffee every workday can become about $100 a month. A $12 delivery fee once is not a disaster, but paying extra fees many times a month can quietly take money away from savings, debt payments, or emergency funds. Alex finally understood why his budget felt tight. His money was not disappearing, it was being redirected, dollar by dollar, habit by habit, without a plan. That night, Alex did something he had avoided for a long time. He opened a blank notebook and wrote one sentence at the top. "What small expense keeps following me?" Then he listed everything he bought that felt too small to track. Coffee, snacks, delivery fees, subscriptions, convenience rides, random online purchases. He did not judge himself, he just looked, and for the first time in months, his money problem became visible. The next day, Alex decided not to fix everything at once. That was important. Many people fail with money because they try to change their whole life in one day. They say, "I will never buy coffee again. I will never order food again. I will never spend on anything fun." Then after one stressful week, they give up. Alex did something simpler. He chose one small expense to control first: coffee. Not because coffee was evil, but because it was easy to measure. He usually spent about $5 on coffee every workday. That was around $25 a week, or about $100 a month. So Alex made a rule. He would buy coffee only 2 times per week and make coffee at home on the other days. This saved around $60 a month. It did not make him rich overnight, but it gave him proof that small changes could create real money. Then Alex looked at food delivery. This one surprised him more. He was not only paying for the meal, he was paying service fees, delivery fees, and tips. Sometimes a simple $14 meal became $24 or more. Alex did not want to stop ordering completely. He knew he would have busy days, so he made another rule: food delivery only once per week. For other days, he prepared simple meals: rice bowls, sandwiches, pasta, eggs, fruit, and frozen vegetables. Nothing fancy, nothing perfect, just cheaper than paying extra fees again and again. By the end of the next month, Alex saved another $120. Now he had saved about $180 from 2 small habit changes. Next, Emma helped him check subscriptions. Alex found 3 subscriptions he barely used. One was a streaming add-on, one was an app trial that became a monthly payment, one was a cloud storage plan he no longer needed. Together, they cost $29 a month. Again, not huge alone, but over 1 year, $29 a month becomes $348. Alex canceled them in 10 minutes. He smiled and said, "That was the easiest money I ever saved." Emma replied, "That is why awareness matters. You cannot protect money you do not notice." After 3 months, something changed. Alex was not earning more money. His salary was the same. His rent was the same. His city was still expensive. But his stress was lower because his money finally had direction. He had added more than $500 in his emergency fund. The amount was not huge, but the feeling was huge. He no longer felt powerless. He no longer felt like money was disappearing in the dark. He could see the pattern, and when he could see it, he could change it. Here are the action steps from Alex's story. Step 1. Track your small expenses for 7 days. Do not judge yourself, just write them down. Coffee, snacks, delivery fees, app purchases, subscriptions, quick rides, and small online orders. Step 2. Find the expense that repeats most often. The most dangerous expense is not always the biggest, it is often the one that repeats quietly. Step 3. Reduce it, do not always remove it. If you buy coffee 5 times a week, try 2 times. If you order food 4 times a week, try 1 or 2 times. A realistic plan is better than a perfect plan you cannot follow. Step 4. Move the saved money immediately. If you save $20, transfer $20 to savings. If you save $50, transfer $50. Do not leave it sitting in your spending account because it may disappear into another small expense. Step 5. Review once a week. Choose one day, maybe Sunday evening, to check your money. Ask yourself, what small expense helped me? What small expense hurt me? What can I adjust next week? The quick review is simple. Small expenses are not always bad. Enjoying life is important. But small expenses become a problem when they are automatic, repeated, and ignored. The goal is not to feel guilty. The goal is to become aware, because awareness gives you control, and control gives your money a purpose. Alex's biggest lesson was this: you do not need to be perfect with money, but you do need to pay attention to the habits that repeat. One small expense may not change your life, but one small expense repeated every day can slowly delay your goals. And one small saving habit repeated every day can slowly rebuild your future. So today, ask yourself, what is one small expense in my life that needs a closer look? If this story helped you, subscribe to WealthMindee for more simple wealth stories, practical money lessons, and beginner-friendly finance ideas. Start small, stay aware, and let your money work for the life you actually want.